children. You know, I don't really talk about my personal life, but yes, I agree. Thank you.
Now, you're all here because you're interested in obtaining birth control. Any questions?
Is it true that if you don't use it, you use it?
Is that a serious question?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, are there any virgins here who are thinking about having sex for the first time?
So you're a virgin. You know what? I'm a virgin too.
We're virgins too. Yeah.
No, you know, it's a personal choice, and I don't think it's weird at all.
Okay, I can't listen to any more of this because it's making me sick, so bye.
You can get this information on your website.
Oh, thanks.
Nice meeting everybody.
This is Sugar Shack.
What's poppin'? It's your boy D-Lo, man. Y'all are at the Sugar Shack Show. Shout out to Frosted Gaming. Darren, what's poppin'? This is the Sugar Shack Show, man. This is a show where we're talking about fun and naughty topics. It's part of the YouTube seduction. You can use this show to loosen up from a hard day or a day you just relaxing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about signs of healthy relationships. We're gonna talk about everything in this show. So it is Friday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing it a little different. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it a little bit of different. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of in a fucked up attitude, but I'm doing this because a motherfucker basically stole my phone today. You know what I'm saying? You know how iPhones is when they get stolen. I got the little you know, I got the fucking iPhone follow or whatever that shit is. You know what I'm saying? But you know, motherfucker stole my phone, so I'm kind of pissed off about that shit. I really want to take it to the streets, but I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep my cool. You know what I'm saying? Play it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Play it the right way. But I'm gonna do this Sugar Shack show. You know what I'm saying? It's basically by popular demand that Sugar Shack show should continue. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people want the No Holds Bar show to continue, but I'm gonna have to think about that. But we're gonna continue this Sugar Shack show. So if you got you a little drink in your cup, you know, a little wine, you know what I'm saying? Hold that shit, sip, and let's go ahead and get this shit started for the Sugar Shack show. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, once I start this shit up, you know what I'm saying, and start playing our jams and shit like that, I won't get flagged down or get some copyright strikes because, you know, when I do the Sugar Shack show, you know, we got to have some smooth music playing as we talk about things that we all have in common: relationships, breakups, makeups, divorces, sex. You know what I'm saying? This is a show for adults. So if you are 18 and under, this is not the show for you. Exit stage left. Like real talk, exit stage left. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Foster Gaming, Darren, you know, for being in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But gonna get some music in here and then we gonna start the show. I'm looking for a female co-host. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about Keith Deadman. I'm thinking about M City. You know, Lady Lau was supposed to be my host here. You know, we haven't talked about it in a minute, but she's always welcome to be my host. You know what I'm saying? And this is gonna be a show where I'm trying to give these YouTube streets something to talk about that we all are involved in, all have experiences. You know what I'm saying? And the more and more that I do this show and the show starts to become, you know, popular and start to get donations and things like that, I'm gonna give giveaways. Even if it don't give, you know, get the donations that I think it should get. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna give giveaways not only to the women but to the men. know what I'm saying? The giveaway is going to be like, for the women, it's going to be like um, a gift card to Victoria's Secrets. If I can't get a gift card, I would send them, you know, one lucky lady, you know, that will get the VBR. But one thing about this situation is the men will pick the lady that's in the chat room or on the panel who would get the giveaway. You know what I'm saying? And then with the lady host, the ladies will pick which man that will get the giveaway. The men giveaway will be like a gift card to B Dubs or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Prolific Buyers. You know what I'm saying? I got to give my boy a wrench, man. Prolific supports everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to add him as a moderator also. You know what I'm saying? But what he say, D-Lo, don't be Billy D and all the ladies. No, I'm not Billy D and all the ladies, man. I'm trying to get the fellas to come to this show and participate as much as the ladies would do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to be, you know, a successful show if the guys don't participate as much as the ladies do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be giving away secrets that most don't know about us. You know what I'm saying? Sexual secrets. We're going to be giving out secrets that we feel, or pet peeves that we feel that we don't like in relationships, friendships, you know, breakups, makeups. So it's all going to be, you know, to the point where we're learning one another. You know what I'm saying? And it's not taking anything away from the YouTube streets as far as what it's known for being about, and that's the fuckery. It's not taking away from that. It's just showing a different side from the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what song should I start off with. Um, let's take it back. Let's take it back, and then I'm gonna start getting into the show. You know what I'm saying? Prolific Bias, Darren. You know what I'm saying? Y'all Prolific Bias. I don't got cash. I got Cash App. But the bank that I got a link to, I really don't fuck with them like that no more, you know what I'm saying? But I got my PayPal linked up, you know what I'm saying? So most definitely, if donations do come through, contributions, whatever you want to call it, if they do come through, the PayPal link is in the description, you know what I'm saying? And it's not required. It's on at your own risk, you know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for it, you know what I'm saying? But if it does come, it's very much appreciated. But we're gonna start off with some motherfucking we're gonna start off with some Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying? Cause this is Sugar Shack show, man. This is a show where you lay back, chill. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about naughty topics. You know, we're gonna get it through. You know what I'm saying? So let's get some of this Marvin Gaye. Okay, look. Check this out. For the individuals that's watching right now, you know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about right now. We're gonna talk about. First of all, I wanna put this out. I wanna put this out here. We're gonna talk about this R. Kelly situation for a second. How many people in the comment section feels that R. Kelly is guilty? If you feel he's guilty, let me get a 1,000 in the chat room. You know D-Lo gonna keep it 1,000. How many people in the chat feel that R. Kelly is guilty? And how many people actually watched his interview? Prolific By said, I was just reading Marvin Gaye's bio today. Hey man, you know Marvin Gaye was a strong king, man, and he did a lot for our culture as far as when it comes to the music and being you know, a leader, man. It's hard to find leaders in this millennium now because it's so many followers, you know what I'm saying? But how many people actually seen the R. Kelly interview, and how many people deep down inside feel that he's guilty. I need to know that. Cause I'm doing this Sugar Shack show because I'm trying to keep my mind off a motherfucker actually stole my goddamn iPhone today. And you know how YouTube is about this little music and shit in the background, so hopefully it keep it up for a minute while I can rock out for a second. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Frosty Gamer said 1,000 scene snippets and a meme of it. So Frosty Gamer, do you think he's guilty or not? I want to see guilty or not guilty. He got with his second wife. She was 16. He was 34. Okay, let me get some guilties or not guilties in here, so we can get deeper into this conversation real quick. And by the way, I have my drink. You know what I'm saying? I have my Remy Martin. You know what I'm saying? White Remy. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go. I had to go buy me a bottle, man, because when my phone got stolen, you know what I'm saying? I kind of like went back to my street ways, man. Like I was really on some. I'm a finest person. Up the pistol on them, rob them, and make them feel so little for fucking with somebody's shit that he should never fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Frosty Gamer said I'm faded. Um, Frosty Gamer said move more towards guilty, so guilty. Okay. Frosty Gamer said guilty. Darren said not guilty. Okay, so this is my thing, man. He was acquitted for the 14 charges back then. Okay, Prolific by said guilty, piss tapes, and Aaliyah not guilty, new shit. Okay, I look at it like this. I feel everybody is not guilty into proving guilty. Now, I'm not saying that I condone him dealing with young women, but we have to look at it from both sides. We got to look at it from his side and from the so-called victim side. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to make a perfect example right now. I want to know from all the men that's in the chat right now, do you think it's fair for a woman to say a guy raped me and in the long run they find out that the guy didn't rape her and it's no consequences for the woman? How many men think that that is cool that a woman can just say, hey, he raped me, and then in the long run you find out that the man never touched his woman and nothing, she has no consequences, she don't go to jail, nothing happens to her? How many people think that is fair in the chat room? How many men in the chat room feel that that is fair? I want to get some, I want to see. Okay, Frosty Gamer said no, that's not cool. Okay, so we're gonna go off Frosty the game. We all know as men that it's not cool to be accused of something that you have not done. And it happens all the time. We have seen plenty of cases where a woman has accused a man of raping them or doing something to them, and then come to find out that nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? And then the man he's free. He's free of everything. But the woman is free of everything. It's no consequences. She does not go to jail. She's not put on probation. It's no consequences. So back to the R. Kelly thing. Let's look at it as he's not guilty right now. Let's just say these women are just saying this shit because they have a vendetta against him, or the family member has a vendetta against him, or somebody wants money from him. I think that's not fair. Now, on the behalf of him actually being the person that's doing it and doing the things that they say that he does, You know what I'm saying? SB Gaming, what's popping, man? I appreciate you being here to support, even though I'm not playing the game right now, but I do certain shit like this. So I'm glad you're here and being a part of it and showing support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. The PayPal link is in the description if y'all want to donate to the situation. It's not required, but it's cool. But if a man is having sex with an underage woman, we all know that is not acceptable. He's a disgusting person. He can be looked at as a monster. He'd be looked at as a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? The most disgusting thing on one of the most disgusting things on this earth. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta look at it as what if it's deeper than what we know? Because everything that we see in the tabloids or in the music industry on the news is always a story of something that we don't know about. It's deeper than what they let us see. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone any man dealing with a woman or a child that's younger than them. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like this. I'm 40. I'm 40 years old. I don't see nothing that me, a 18-year-old, a 20-year-old, will have in fucking common. I don't see it at all. So I wouldn't go that route. I would never go that route. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it as a father. You know what I'm saying? I have a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 10-year-old daughter. I would be damned if a man tried to have sex with one of my kids. It's nothing that the law can say to me not to put this man under. Proliferate said, I used to hate the 30-year-old dudes that pulled up to the junior high school or the high school in Cadillac stealing my chicks. That's facts. Now, that's when prolific, you hit it on the motherfucking nail. You hit it on the motherfucking nail, man. Look, this is crazy thing. It's been R. Kelly's out here for years. For years. And what prolific buyers just stated in the chat room, that's what I'm talking about. We have been in high school, sophomores, freshmen, and we have seen the D-boys that's in their 30s, 35, 32, they're pulling up, picking up sophomores, juniors, seniors, and basically taking the women that we supposed to try to court with and be with and try to have a relationship in the future with. They take them, fuck them up in the head, you know what I'm saying? Probably purchase anything that they want just to get the young pussy. And then they all fucked up in the head. Now they feel like they only need a older man because young men can't do nothing for them. You know what I'm saying? So it can go both ways. It can go both ways. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that I'm not saying that R. Kelly is guilty, and I'm not saying that he's not guilty. I'm not saying that he's right, and I'm not saying that he's wrong. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, as humans, we have to understand that when people go through certain situations in their life and it is put into the media, it's no longer your business, it's everybody's business, and everybody going to have an opinion about it. But everybody's opinion is not going to be correct. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to understand that you have to put yourself in that person's shoes and understand how much pressure you're going to be under being in the status that he is in. You know what I'm saying? So just something that you could think about when it comes to that situation. But I look at it like this. A lot of people will talk about that he ain't shit, he's fucking little kids and doing this and doing that. But let's just say if he's not guilty and they find out that he's not guilty, then what people gonna say? A lot of people gonna say, "Oh, I always knew he wasn't guilty. I always kept continued to support him and listen to his music." You got to understand, man, that when he did that interview, me personally as a man, I felt that it shouldn't been a woman that interviewed him because we all know as men, when a woman is hurt other women are going to always be on their side, no matter right or wrong. They're going to be on their side if they feel as another woman is hurt. So we always got to remember that. We gonna go ahead and shoot some motherfucking. I'm gonna go ahead and hit y'all with a little bit more old school while we take this a little deeper. You know what I'm saying, to what I want to talk about as far as the sugar shack. I hit y'all with some Betty Wright. You know what I'm saying. But like I always tell y'all, this is a show where we talk about fun and all these topics. It's a part of the YouTube seduction. We use this show to loosen up from a hard day for a day of relaxation. I'm gonna take me a shot real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna talk about what are you afraid of most in a relationship or friendship or sex. And then I'm gonna ask y'all why. But I want to let y'all know something. Your boy D-Lo, you know, I stay in my lane, man. You know what I'm saying? That 1,000 is behind my name for a reason because I keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to present myself and give y'all the real me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to sugarcoat shit. You know what I'm saying? I like to give people the real me so they can understand who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? This YouTube shit is a place where people could be something that they're not. You know, they can camouflage themselves to be something that they're not. You know what I'm saying? They could be the most evilest person, but be the most sweetest person off camera or off the record. You know what I'm saying? KCK, what's poppin', man? Welcome to the show, bro. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But me, I keep it 1,000. I keep it authentic, man. You know, I don't have no problem with letting people know, you know, what's going on with me. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the social media, most of the time when people post things, they post things about how good they're doing. You know, the money they have, you know, the success that they're going through. But no one posts how bad they're doing. You know, that their relationship fucked up. You know, that they're going through things, you know what I'm saying? And the perfect stranger, sometimes the perfect stranger can actually brighten up your day with just a simple conversation. You know what I'm saying? But for the people that is supporting D-Lo right now, that's in the chat room, Frosty Game, Prolific Buyers, SB Gaming, KCK, you know what I'm saying? My question to y'all, well, I'm not gonna get into what are you afraid of most in a relationship first. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask y'all, what is your biggest passion? And when I say passion, it could be anything. It could be, you know, a passion in sports, a passion in DJing, a passion in vlogging. It could be anything. What is your biggest passion? And as far as your biggest passion, when it comes to that passion, what do you do to conquer that passion, to make that passion become reality? Because all us can think about things in our mind that we say is our passion, but what do you do to make it become reality to the point where you're comfortable with it? And I can start off, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple passions. One of my biggest passions is the youth. You know what I'm saying? I'm a foster parent. You know what I'm saying? And just a month ago, I was I filed an application to be a juvenile probation officer. No, a juvenile correction officer. Let me rephrase that. A juvenile correction officer, a JCO. You know, and the only reason why I did that is because I feel that starting off with the youth that's in a facility similar to a prison. Try to get them to understand that it is hope in this world. It is people that care. It is love in this world. And you can change. You know what I'm saying? It is possible to change into something that you think you can. Because you gotta look at it. When youth are in juvenile correctional centers or in foster care, the first thing on their mind is a motherfucker gonna turn it back on me regardless. So I don't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So once you show them that you're not turning your back and you're here to help them and you're here to show them that the world has a lot more to offer, then at some point you can change them. You can't change all of them. You know what I'm saying? But at some point you can change some of them. And if you can change one, then you did your job. So what is your biggest passion and what are you doing to make it become reality? You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, man, it's certain things in life that I feel a lot of people don't understand. Prolific Brian said, bro, if you open up a home for troubled teens, it's so much money, and especially if you're passionate about it. Well, like I said, I keep it 1,000 Prolific Bias, you know what I'm saying? And I really don't want to put my vision out there yet because it's not copywritten yet, you know what I'm saying? But the vision that I got is something that you're talking about, and it's I feel that it would be bigger than the Boys and Girls Club. And y'all know how big the Boys and Girls Club is. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't want to say my slogan right now because I haven't had it copywritten yet. You know what I'm saying? But I know this slogan would catch adults, real adults' ears. You know what I'm saying? Frosty Gamer said, "Guess this YouTube thing has become a big, if not the biggest passion in a sense. I keep putting effort, improving, having fun, and never changing nothing." Well, YouTube. No, see, this is the thing about the social media, and prolific buyers and everybody can vouch for this. Back then, we didn't have the internet like our children have now. They just don't know how good they have it. They can look up anything and it can tell them, exactly step by step how to do things. We didn't have that. If we had that back then, you know how many black entrepreneurs we have right now? We would have so many black entrepreneurs right now if we had the tools that our children have right now. You know what I'm saying? Clifford Brown says the state pays. Just put your business plan together. It can be a regular bungalow, 3, 4 bedroom. Well, right now, Prolific, I have a 4 bedroom house. Just me and my brother here. You know what I'm saying? So with me being a foster parent, I can go by just being 1,000 with y'all. I'm being D-Lo 1,000 with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Speaking real, actual facts of my life. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people would say, oh, that's the wrong thing to do in this sector. But I'm not even worried about what other people think, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna stop what D-Lo do. You know what I'm saying? But I have a I have a 4 bedroom house right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and my brother. You know what I'm saying? So that means 2 rooms is occupied. You know, with me being a foster parent, I can go get 2 bunk beds for the 2 rooms that I have. I can occupy 4 foster children in my home right now. 2 in one room, 2 in the other room. You know, it depends on their situation. If they're on meds or however, you know, that's just looking at the the price of it. That's like 4 racks a month just with the 4 kids. Let's just say 1,000 for each child. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not looking at the money situation of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the type of person that will get a child just for the money. That's not me. If I'm going to get a child, I'm going to get that child to change things in their life. You know what I'm saying? To show them something in their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about the money with me. But I can actually do that right now and it's state money. You know what I'm saying? It's state money. And I can look at it 1,000 ways. I can look at a motherfucker that's looking at it as a come up and not care about the kids, or I can look at it as making sure that these kids understand that it's somebody out here that can show you the love and the respect that you deserve, so you can be a civilized human being in this world and travel this world and see what this world has to offer. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I know that's my passion. You know, I just have to find a blueprint and do my research on how to start that type of business. You know what I'm saying? Basically making these rooms because I'm gonna look at it. Just look at it like this. I have done the research of I would say it's renting the rooms out, but if you was to the proposition that I seen was I think it was like 10,000 a room, you know, to put a person that's disabled or an older person in a room and you have your medical staff on deck at all times, making sure that they're bathed, that they're clothed, that they're getting their meds and things like that. I think it was like 10,000 a room. So let's just say, which, like I said, I'm single now. But when I wasn't single, you know, with the girl that I was with, we had got a 6 bedroom house, which she still has that house. You know, I just moved to my house. So if I was still living there and I just used my household with 4 rooms and I just used these 4 rooms to harvest, you know, mentally ill or, you know, the older people, you know, and just had, you know, employees in here, you know, at CNAs or SCNAs, you know, that has the experience in here to take care of these people. There's 10,000 a room. Let's just say 10,000 a room. That's 40,000. You know what I'm saying? That's 40,000 for the room. You know what I'm saying? So we put the 40,000 to the side. You know what I'm saying? That's not saying the money that I'm going to have to come out of my pocket for the medical equipment, for the beds, for you know the foods and stuff like that. Which I know the state has programs where they will provide the beds, you know, and things like that. But me personally, I look at it like I don't want any help from the state as far as medical equipment and things like that. You know, I'd rather buy those things out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? So I can keep more of the people out of my business. You know what I'm saying? Because the more and more you get state funds or things like that, the more and more people that's in your business, you know what I'm saying, and want parts of your business, you know what I'm saying. When you start a business, you don't want to, you know, start a business where somebody else is getting more money than you are, you know what I'm saying. So you have to put 2 and 2 together to try to get those things situated. Let me get let me get some more slow grooves in here, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, I really don't do too many shows, but I want to get deeper and deeper into relationships, breakups, makeups, things about our children in school and things like that. So I want to ask the people in the chat room, what do you think the topic should be tonight? Because I want y'all to participate. I want y'all to basically make the show. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to start the conversation to make sure that this show is going the way that y'all want to go. Because I'm just the host. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the host, and the show is basically about y'all. You know what I'm saying? What y'all want to talk about. I can bring in the things that I talk about, but right now it's six watching. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough women in here. It's not enough men in here to actually go into signs of a healthy relationship or go into some sexual shit or things like that. So, what do y'all think would be a perfect topic tonight? And y'all let me know, and I'm gonna take me another sip of this Remy, man, because I'm up right now. So Kay said thoughts on R. Kelly. We started on R. Kelly, and we can continue on R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do it like this. Let me do this. Okay, Blue Bar said, how come everybody break up before they have a chance to build something real? Darren said the art of money get. Okay, wonderful topics. Wonderful topics. Okay. We're gonna start. We gonna slow down on R. Kelly for a second because that's a big topic. We're gonna start with prolific buyers. How come everybody break up before they have a chance to build something real? Okay, for the people that's old school in here, you know what I'm saying? We know people. It might be a grandparent, a parent, an uncle, a aunt, a cousin, a brother, a sister. But I'm just gonna say grandparents. We know a grandparent, maybe our grandparents or somebody else's grandparents that has been together for 30, 40 years or 40 years plus. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we think like, damn, how did they be together for that long? They've been together for that long because they found out the real blueprint of black love or love period. I'm not just gonna say black love, I'm just gonna say love period. You know, I know like my grandma, she's still alive, you know what I'm saying, but her husband is dead. And she hasn't been in a relationship since her husband passed. She just felt that she didn't want to be in a relationship no more after that man. She don't want to deal with her relationship anymore. She'd rather be, alone. But I know that the women that's close to me, like my baby mamas, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been in their life for years and they've been in my life for years. Their grandparents have been together for 50 plus years. You know what I'm saying? And I always ask myself, like, how did they be together that long? You know what I'm saying? Without trials and tribulations. And I thought about it, like, they found out the blueprint to be together. You know what I'm saying? They had the breakups, they had the makeups, they had the arguments, they had all the things that the young people go through now. You know what I'm saying? But it came to a point that they both thought to themselves, like, you know what? I could deal with her crazy. She could deal with my crazy. Let's become as one and do it. You know what I'm saying? And they removed the third party. You know what I'm saying? Because in every relationship, in most relationships, it's a third party. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people is not focused on that person that they supposed to be focused on because they might have a third party. They might have somebody in the ear, or they might have somebody that they're dealing with on the side that is not keeping them focused on the person they really supposed to be focused on. You know what I'm saying? In this millennium, You know what I'm saying? These young people don't understand what love is. A lot of people is doing lust. A lot is doing lust. So with prolific buyers saying, how come everybody break up before they have a chance to build something real? Because everybody lust. They don't know how to love. They don't understand what it takes to love someone. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't understand what it takes to love someone, then that's the reason why people break up before they have a chance to build something real. They don't believe that they can build something real. You know what I'm saying? And another thing with that situation is when a baby mama and a baby daddy break up, people feel that they shouldn't have a close relationship. That's some bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit too because you got to understand if you're not going to be, fellas, if you're not going to be in your baby mama's life, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot stop her from moving on. You cannot stop her from moving on. And ladies, the same thing. You cannot stop him from moving on. But fellas, black men, my black kings, my black guys, one thing that's really fucking up our race is because we get these women, these black women pregnant, and we leave when shit gets hard. We got to understand that it's going to be trials and tribulations, and it's going to be crazy things that happen in a relationship. She's not going to always cooperate. She's not going to always want you to control things. It's all right to listen to your woman sometimes, and it's all right for the woman to listen to the man. But at some point, y'all have to figure out something to bring y'all to the middle to make sure the shit works. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard out here because the black race is a laughing joke right now. We're cash cows, you know what I'm saying? We the ones that make shit work. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this song in here. So we are. I mean, we can change so much shit in the community, as far as black love, but it's up to both parties. You know what I'm saying? So to prolific buyers, how come everybody break up before they have a chance to build something real? It's because a lot of people just lusted. A lot of people just lusted for real. Now we gonna get to Darren, the art of money getting. When it comes to the art of money getting, it's hard for black people to understand that term, the art of money getting. The art of money getting is basically it's supposed to be helping one another. The internet, the way the internet came in, the way it did, it was for us to network. But instead of us networking, we start to do things like, excuse me, hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta put on hold. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all our biggest pet peeve. I mean, our biggest thing that's wrong with us black people. And I don't want to make it a black white thing, but I'm talking to my people. We are afraid. We are afraid to support one another. That's the biggest thing. The art of getting money is to support. It's no matter. It don't matter how much you dislike a person. It don't matter how much money this person is making. Stop pocket watching. Stop worrying about what the next person is doing. Support one another. Support. That's the biggest word. Support. The art of money getting is support one another. You know, let me tell y'all something. How many people smoke marijuana? How many people drink? How many people smoke cigarettes? How many people smoke Black and Miles? How many people go buy Jordans? How many people go buy expensive things? All these things that we are spending our money on. Let's start with buying tobacco products. A pack of Newports costs down at $6. A pack of Black and Miles at some places costs $4 or so. At other places, $5. At other places, $6. At other places, $7. It depends on where you are. You know what I'm saying? When I was in California, a pack of Newports was $12. $12 for a pack of Newports. So this is probably about maybe 7 years ago, maybe longer. It was at $12. You know what I'm saying? Those little twos and fews that we just blow. You know what I'm saying? We might go kick with a female, buy a bottle, go get a room. That could be money that you can support a black person that's starting a business. Even if you dislike this person, you still support. You're doing your part. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know how it can go. You know what I'm saying? So to Darren, the art of money getting is support. That's all we got to do is support. A lot of people don't support each other because they have a either a vendetta or they envy them or they feel that they're going to do better than them. You can't you can't look at somebody else's pocket and say I'm not going to help this person because they're doing better than me. No, support, just support. That's all you have to do is support. And then another thing is when it comes to the support thing, you know, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. But when you get it, and if anything click in your mind, like, should I give this person a few dollars? Do it. You know, because it's hard for us already in these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody want to be an entrepreneur, but everybody doing it in a different way. We can't expect everybody to do it the way we do. We can't expect everybody to think the way we think, live the way that we live. All we have to do is support. So, to the art of money getting, I think the key word is support there. You know what I'm saying? Let's support each other. You know what I'm saying? Now, after Frankie get done doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Frankie does his thing. We gonna get into the thoughts on R. Kelly. And how we gonna get into the thoughts on R. Kelly? I'm going to play the interview, and I'm gonna be stopping, and we're gonna be talking, and then we're gonna keep playing, and we're gonna be talking, and we're gonna keep playing, and we're gonna go back and forth with R. Kelly and the interview. Because the lady that interviewed him, she was on some real shit, but at the same time, she put herself in a position as she was one of the people that was being a victim. And I feel that it's unfair for R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, women going to always back up women. I don't give a fuck what it's about. They're going to always back each other up. And guess what? Guess who don't do that? Men. Black men don't back up each other. You know what I'm saying? Black men will down each other to the point where it gets so bad that they want to kill each other. And guess what? They actually do kill each other. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this real quick. Give me a second, 'cause I don't like dead air. You know what I'm saying? Flipper said any entrepreneur should read the email by Michael Gerber. Okay, so prolific buyers, give me a little history on Michael Gerber. Give me a little history on him. Cause see, when like I pay attention to a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go off topic a little bit. I'm gonna go off topic a little bit, and I'm gonna talk about these YouTube streams just a little bit. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should bring the no holds bars back and M City was popping, man. Was popping. Maybe I should bring the no holds bars back, but it'd be a no holds bars revamp. And what I mean by the revamp is the no holds bars will be strictly about what goes on in the YouTube sector, but it'd be on 1000 shit. It'd be on anybody that does content, but it'd be real. And when I say real, I mean it'd be authentic. It'd be an actual real conversation about what goes on, in my opinion, and in y'all opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I would just talk about how I feel about certain situations, and y'all talk about how y'all feel in certain situations. And it will be to the point where it's not no diss to no one, it's just an opinion. You know what I'm saying? But everybody said the book basically breaks down the role of entrepreneur management and the technical within the company structure. Excuse me, man. My allergies bother me right now. Okay, so I'm gonna remember that name and prolific buyers. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm the type of person like this. I can't talk about a situation I don't know about. I'd rather do my research and then come back and talk about it. Because I can talk to you about something, and if you don't know, we could talk about a book. Let me put it like this: we could talk about a book, and I can tell you what's on the front cover and the back cover, but you could tell me about every chapter in the middle, and I can't tell you nothing about those chapters in the middle. We can't have a conversation because I can't converse with you because I don't know. But if I go back and do my research and I read up on it, then we can have a conversation. So when it comes to Michael Gerber, which I'm going to write his name down, I'm going to read up on him, do my research, and then when I come back with a later show, you pop in, we gonna talk about Michael. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get deep into that. You know, that's the type of person I am. I'm not the type of person that hears something and go by what I heard. I'm not the type of person that let somebody else influence me to dislike somebody else because they dislike them because of this. You know what I'm saying? I don't. That's not the type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure that I do my research. So when I do speak about the situation, I'm able to rebuttal or I'm able to debate the way I want to debate. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't debate nobody if they know everything in the chapter and all you know is the front cover of the book, the index, and then the back of the book and the fucking end reading. You know what I'm saying? So it's no comparison to that. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into this R. Kelly interview, and we're gonna go back and forth with this situation. So let me click on here real quick, And let's get into it. Hold on, let me get this shit. Okay, so here we go. So for KCK, here we go with the R. Kelly situation, and we're going to stop and pause and talk about this situation.
Surprised that you agreed to do it. Why are you sitting down with us?
I'm very tired of all of the lies. I've been hearing things and seeing things on the blogs, and I'm just tired.
What are the lies that you're hearing that disturb you most?
Oh my God, all of them. That little girl was trapped in the basement. Helicopters over my house, trying to rescue someone that doesn't need rescuing because they're not in my house. Handcuffing people, starving people. I have an arrow, a coat. I don't really know what a coat is, but I know how.
Okay, I'm gonna stop there right there. Everybody in this sector and in this chat room, how many of y'all know what a coat is? Let me get some 1,000s if y'all know what a coat is. I really want to know who know what a coat is. We gonna break this shit down. Let me get some 1,000 if y'all know what a coat is. Or do y'all have an idea what a coat is? You know what I'm saying? Okay. No, I ain't said coats. I said coats. Foster game crazy. Okay, so we all know what a coat is, or we have an idea of what it is. So how the hell R. Kelly in his interview say he don't know what the fuck it is? He don't know what a coat is. You know what I'm saying? We all know who David Koresh is, right? They call his shit a cult. You know what I'm saying? Charles Manson, David Waco, okay. You know what I'm saying? So we all know what that shit is. We're not blind. The shit was in the fucking media and the tabloids, so we know what that is. So right there, it kind of like gave me a red flag when he said that. Let's move on.
Have you done anything that you regret? Have you done anything wrong?
Lots of things wrong when it comes to women that I apologize. But I apologize in those relationships at the time I was in the relationships.
Okay, so he's actually said that he done things wrong to women, but he's saying on a relationship tip. And he apologized to those women on a relationship tip. I feel him on that, and I understand that. But it's like he's slow grinding this shit. He's doing what his song say, slow grind. He's doing a little slow grind. Let's keep it going.
Any laws when it comes to women?
Absolutely not.
The six-part series interviewed 50 people, family members, your former tour manager, numerous women who all claim that you abused them. Are you saying everybody in that documentary was not telling the truth about you? Everybody?
If really you look at that documentary, which I'm sure you have, I have everybody say something bad about me. Nobody said nothing good.
Okay. He said, everybody in that documentary. And then furthermore, let us know that he watched that documentary. You got a lot of artists and rappers and singers that say they don't watch certain shit. Sports players say they don't watch Sports Center and shit like that. They watch this shit because it's about them. They want to know what people think about them. So he said in a documentary, all of it was lies. You know, and we gonna keep this going, but I'm gonna get to my point further into the situation. But he said everybody lied on him, you know what I'm saying? But you got managers that you dealt with, you have ex-women that you dealt with, they all said the same thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't think that everybody that supposedly lied on him all called each other and said, hey, we're going to stick with the same story, which we know that it can happen that way, though. If everybody can contact each other and say, hey, we all going to get some money out of this. We going to send this motherfucker to the pen forever, and we going to get paid, and we going to keep living our life. It can't happen that way. That's one thing people got to understand, that don't think the impossible can't turn to possible. Let's keep it going.
They would describe me Lucifer. My Lucifer. I'm a man. I make mistakes, but I'm not a devil. And by no means am I a monster.
I'm going to name the names.
LA was popping. Okay, so he said he's not a must. Said he's not a must. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us feel like in certain situations we're not a must, but he has to look at the whole situation, starting from Aaliyah, because I think that's where the media basically put our eyes onto it for us to have input on. You know what I'm saying? It started from Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going.
Rick Kelly, your ex-wife, Kitty Jones, Lisa Van Allen, Lizette Martinez, Deronda Pace, Faith Rogers, Asante McGee. You're saying everything they said in that documentary about you is not true.
They are lying on me.
Why would these women say the same thing about you? That you are controlling, that you are abusive, that you tell women when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when they can sleep, where they can dress. Why would all these women tell these different stories about you?
Okay, let me stop there real quick. Okay, so how many people in here, men, how many men in this chat room have never told a woman, say, hey, I don't like what you wear? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't like the way you, or things like that. That's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a relationship, you're going to tell your significant other, you know, when not to do something. You know what I'm saying? That's just like Kings of Comedy. When Bernie Mac said, a woman to say, stop at the red light. Don't go right there. Move. Do this. Do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a part of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we can't really say, hey, he wrong. You know what I'm saying? He wrong if he chain them up and he's putting them against their will. But if they're not against their will, then it's not wrong. It's them doing it on their own will. They want to do it because they love him or they care about him. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going.
If they were not true, and they don't know each other. That defies logic to me.
Right, right. Until you hear the explanation. You can start a rumor on a guy like me or a celebrity, just like that. All you have to do is push a button on your phone and say, so and so did this to me. R. Kelly did this to me. And if you get any traction from that, if you're able to write a book from that, if you're able to get a reality show, then any girl that I had a relationship in the past that it just didn't work out, she can come and say the same exact thing.
Are you blaming this on?
So do y'all believe that? Do y'all actually believe that if one person come out and say, hey, he did this to me, people in his past can come and say, hey, he did this to me? Me personally, I think that that's true. That's true. That actually, you know, if you have a bad past that where you done women wrong and they bitter and they want to be with you and you didn't want to be with them, it can be anything. You know, we all know that we got bitter baby mamas and everything out in these streets, bitter baby daddies, whatever, however the case may be. You have bitter people that you have dealt with in your life that have a vendetta or envy or whatever it is, and if they get an opportunity to assassinate your character or hate or do something that's going to harm you, they would do it. How many people that think that that can actually happen? I know it can happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like we just, if we look at the people that so-called millionaires, we're just mini me's to them. You know what I'm saying? We're thousandaires. We people that will get $1,000 check and be happy about having $1,000 check. There are people that get $1,000,000 checks, happy that they get $1,000,000 checks. Then we have people that get $1 billion checks, is happy that they get $1 billion checks. People that get $1 billion checks, you don't see them in the tabloids. People that get $1 trillion checks, you don't see them in the tabloids. Not that way, you know what I'm saying? So let's keep going.
Social media.
I'm talking about the power of social media.
In 2008, R. Kelly was found not guilty on 14 counts of child pornography after prosecutors in Chicago failed to convince a jury that he was a man seen in a sex tape with a girl as young as 13.
What do you want to say to your fans?
Last month, Kelly was indicted again, this time charged with aggravated criminal sexual abuse of 4 women, including 3 who the charges say were minors at the time. Have you ever?
Okay, so being a father, and I'm quite sure there's a lot of fathers in this sector. When you hear a man doing something with a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, you know, the first thing that comes to a father's mind is, if that was my child, I kill this nigga. I will kill him. It's nothing nobody else can say to me. I will kill him. You know what I'm saying? And it's sickening for a man to even look at a young child and even think of anything sexual about them. It's just weird. It's pedophile. It's sick. You don't need to be around. You know what I'm saying? But it's boundaries to a lot of things, but we'll get deeper into.
Sex
No.
with anyone under the age of 17?
No,
Never.
no.
I have to tell you, it's so hard to believe that based on all the
There's,
threat
I'm gonna
and
tell you
what the
something,
women
Gail.
said
There's one
about you.
I'm
And
gonna
what
tell
the
you
women
something.
said about you.
What women said about me. What women. So nobody's allowed to be mad at me and be scorned and lie on me.
So they're lying on you. That's your explanation. They're lying.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm sitting here like y'all can't see the video where y'all actually see the interview, but I'm watching the interview and I'm looking at this man's eyes. And me personally, I'm just gonna tell you about I'm gonna tell you about the interview after the fact, but it's a lot of shit that made me change my mental or about how I was feeling about the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep going on this.
Absolutely.
You feel that people have maligned your
I
character.
have been assassinated. I have been buried alive. But I'm alive.
So I think the point you're making is, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
How stupid would you
never
be?
held.
I will actually say that I don't think he needs to either. This is R. Kelly. This is a man that some of our parents made us on. You know what I'm saying? This is a man, his music has been around for years, and we all have played it. We all say that he is the Michael Jackson of our time. You know what I'm saying? We can't take that this man is talented. You know what I'm saying? We got a situation where Michael Jackson is dead, and they're bringing up that, hey, he fucked little kids, he fucked little boys. You know what I'm saying? So it's radio stations that don't even play Michael Jackson songs. But at the same time, we got people saying, hey, you want to dig up the fucking dead and say that this man did this and he's not here to, you know, defend himself? Let's talk about Elvis. Elvis been doing it for years, fucking with 14-year-olds and this and that, but nobody's talking about that. But that right there let me know that it's always a blame game. Everybody has a blame game. We're gonna blame everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the situation goes. Everybody blames everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring up this other uh, program that I got so y'all can hear what I was doing as far as this little R. Kelly situation. I was I was just gonna do a little skit with the R. Kelly interview, but I'm gonna let y'all hear what I actually had for this shit. But we're gonna keep going with this interview.
R. Kelly, with all I've been through in my way past, to hold somebody that long 4, 5, 6, 50.
I don't think you need to hold a woman
Why, how
hostage.
stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you
That's
hold it.
stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Here comes the breakdown. Now the breakdown really like hit home. You know what I'm saying? Like I looked at it on both sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying? I looked at him as a victim, and then I looked at him as not the victim. You know what I'm saying? I looked at him as the victim as what if everybody is lying on him? You know what I'm saying? And then I looked at him not being a victim and him trying to be the manipulator. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at it, every black man that was in a position of power, they broke him down. Bill Cosby, they broke Bill Cosby down. Tupac, they broke Tupac down. R. Kelly, they break R. Kelly down. Michael Jackson, they breaking him down. You know, every black man that had a position of power, they breaking him down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they did something that they didn't want them to do. Maybe they was enlightening the people that they should supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they did something. But when he did this breakdown, me personally, I was looking at him like, okay, you started off crying or whatever, but it seemed like you really weren't crying. It seemed like it was just a show for it. You know what I'm saying?
Forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want. But just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through, oh, right now I just think I need to.
And then you gotta understand that R. Kelly is talking to a woman. Just imagine the things that he's saying and talking about to her. Just imagine it's a younger woman he's speaking to. You know what I'm saying? Like how he's talking right now, I really feel that he's a good manipulator. You know what I'm saying? He can change a woman's thought on whatever they thinking of that might be wrong, he can change their mind to say, hey, this is right.
The monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle.
See, when he said, unless they need some shoes from down the street from their uncle. Now, you know, I ain't do a lot of research on this because I really don't be giving a fuck about when it comes to a grown man fucking with children. I just really don't put an input on it until I really find out what is what. You know what I'm saying? But he went along with the shit. He still ain't shit. Well, I look at it like this. Women gonna say he ain't shit because it's women that is involved and said they heard this and that, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? So women gonna stick together regardless. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that men gotta understand. Women gonna stick together regardless if they wrong or right. You know, and men don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But if he wrong, he wrong. If he right, he right. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, once you put something on the internet, it's not no longer your business. It's everybody's business. Our rapey ain't shit. Hey, you have the right to feel the way you feel. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like everybody has a chance to be proven guilty or not. But let's keep it going.
Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
What more do you want from me? From me? From me? Like, hey, look, I'm telling y'all, man. When I say I was gonna do a skit on this, man, I was gonna remix R. Kelly and Tyrese and some Martin in there, man. I was thinking, but you know, like when you do that shit, the program that I used, it was gonna take hours and hours and hours to like read these wave files, put music in it and things like that, cut, copy, paste, remove, and things like that. So it was gonna be hard. It was gonna take a long time for me to do it. I started today, and then I just like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just gonna take too much time out of my day to do it, and I just didn't feel like doing it. But I'm gonna give y'all a little bit piece of what I did to it in a little bit on this interview. But this part right here, when he snapped out, it was just like I just was done with it. You know what I'm saying? Frosty and Left. I told you they made memes. Yeah, they made a lot of memes, and the funniest meme that I seen was when they used Giselle Washington from Training Day. That was some funny shit. That was funny shit. I can't help that. I'm not
Robert,
I'm not real. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man. When he said you killing me, man, I feel like a lot of people don't probably believe in Illuminati or you know what I'm saying, but I feel like he's talking to a certain person. When before he went into his rant and when he said, you know, is this camera on or whatever, when he wasn't talking to us, he was talking to a particular person. That's what I felt like. He was talking to a particular person. You're trying to assassinate my character. You're trying to kill me. Um, I'm dead. You're trying to kill me. I'm alive though. You know what I'm saying? I just got that made me feel like he was talking to a particular person. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kid, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it. And that's another thing that's wrong with our world. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't believe the truth, and a lot of people can't handle the truth. You know what I'm saying?
at this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment. His publicist helped calm him down.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
This is not doesn't even make sense. Why would I hold all these women? Their mothers and fathers told me, we're gonna destroy your career.
But Kelly's emotions remained raw.
So how many people? What's up, Key? What's up, Key? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Y'all already know, hit that motherfucking like button when you jump in. That PayPal link is in there. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to throw a few dollars, it's not required, but you know what I'm saying? It's there. But how many people think that some of these parents was paid off? You know what I'm saying? And the females that was in a situation where the parents was paid off, they got older and they just like, hey, I need to come out with it. It can be a lot of situations, you know what I'm saying? But let's keep going. And then, you know, right after this, I'm gonna play. Matter of fact, I'm probably I'm gonna play the little shit that I did with this interview, man, with music and shit. You know, just the little shit that I was doing with it. But let's keep going. Real girls out there missing. There's real young girls out there being abducted, being raped. Okay. And I felt when he said that it is girls that's out there being abducted and being raped. But R. Kelly, bro, we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about you, bro. We're talking about you. We're not talking about females that is going through it right now. Right now, it's a female that's being raped. Right now, somebody that's dying. Right now, it's a baby being born. Right now, somebody that got shot, somebody that got stabbed. You know what I'm saying? We understand it. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about you, bro. Really are on chains. They really do have chains on their wrists and they can't get out. And they're ending up buried in
Robert, we have to have a conversation. I don't want you just ranting at the camera.
I came here for them to hear me talk. But I need help.
What kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes, what kind
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart. because my heart is so big. People betray me.
R. Kelly, we all at one point in our life had a big heart where people betrayed us. We all had that situation in our life where people betrayed us. And guess what? The people that betrayed us was family. It wasn't just friends, it was family. So you're not in the boat by yourself, brother. You know what I'm saying? So that is not working for you.
Keep forgiving them.
You sound like you're playing the victim here. You sound like R. Kelly. You do. But
Hey, Gail is a bad motherfucker. She was going hardcore with this nigga. And that's how she's supposed to do. She's doing an interview. It's a no holds bars. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what she was coming, but at the same time, women gonna help women no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So I think R. Kelly shouldn't did this interview. He should have just let the shit play out. You know what I'm saying? Without him speaking out anything. You know, sometimes when people go through trials and tribulations, sometimes it's good not to speak, and sometimes it's good to speak. You know, and some people think when you're not speaking, you're guilty. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can speak and you can incriminate yourself by saying certain things. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel that he shouldn't did this interview right after he got out. You know what I'm saying? And I think he went right back in and he got bailed right back out. You know what I'm saying? Keith David said, "You're supporting R. Kelly." No, I'm not supporting anything. All I'm saying is people can't look just one way. That's all I'm saying. Don't look one way. Look both sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying? Because overall, when it all boils down, we all know that he's going to be found guilty. You know what I'm saying? Because the way it goes, that's how it goes when it comes to black males, when it comes to this situation. We are guilty. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what the proof is or whatever, it's still going to say that we are guilty. I'm not supporting him. I'm just saying, look at it both ways. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
it
just
does
telling
sound
the
like
truth.
you're playing the victim.
I'm just
card.
telling the truth. And the reason I'm emotional.
Have y'all ever been in a situation where you were telling the truth and everybody thought you was guilty of what you were saying, but you was telling the truth? And you just felt like everybody was against you. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You know what I'm saying? Key, we know how you are. You are a feminist. You know what I'm saying? You have said you are a feminist. We know how you are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. We play Fortnite together. You know, you would not play in a man character. You not would play with a man character. You will only play with women character. So we know where you are with this.
I apologize for that.
No,
It's
no, no,
because this
no.
is the first.
And we already know about the Leah. You know what I'm saying? I stated earlier in the show that, you know, the media showed us from the jump. It started with the Leah.
I was able to say something. I've said nothing.
Well, we're also hearing from the family of
He has a lot to do with it. You are a feminist. You know the definition of feminist? It means you are all for what? Women. Women, women, women. Right? So it has a lot to do with it. You and Gail is on the same boat.
and who lives with R. Kelly at his home. The parents of Joycelyn Savage say that the singer not only abused but brainwashed their daughter. R. Kelly denies that and claims it was Savage's father who gave his daughter to him at a concert.
The R. Kelly situation has broken a lot of people hearts. I'm trying to open this other program. Give me a second. But yeah, it broke a lot of people's heart because, you know, this is the man that has gave us amazing music for multiple years. Multiple years, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people who looked up to this man, you know, as far as music wise. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find this. It's a lot of people that looked up to this man as far as music wise, and you know, so it's like if I listen to his music, do I condone what he did? You know what I'm saying? If I don't listen to his music, you know what I'm saying, do I say he's guilty? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that can come afloat, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I always give a people benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about justice. Does justice be served? You know, is justice ever served? You know what I'm saying? And as black people, we have to always try to give each other the benefit of the doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that what we going through, what we going through, is true or not. You know what I'm saying? LC Smith was popping. The R. Kelly situation is just a distraction from them to do wicked things to us. I just feel there's always things that distract us. Cause let's just pay attention. The R. Kelly thing has become bigger than the Justin thing. How many people are still talking about the justice thing? The justice thing. You know what I'm saying? Notorious was popping, man. Thanks for stopping by the show. You already know, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker play power link is in the description. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I am sipping on this white Remy. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker done stole my goddamn phone today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling shit today. You know what I'm saying? But I decided to do a Sugar Shack show to talk to y'all. So I want to get into my street ways and go look for a motherfucker with my goddamn gun. You know what I'm saying? So, and it ain't that serious about a fucking phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to just had to get another phone. You know what I'm saying? But it happened. But it's taken away from that situation too, because we have a black man who actually could have started a race war. You know what I'm saying? He sat here and plotted some shit because he was feeling a certain type of way about his pay. He plotted and said that white men whooped his ass on some racial shit. You know what I'm saying? Whooped his ass on some racial shit. To kind of find out that he paid motherfuckers that he actually was in the show with to do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit. And I believe that, yeah, he was used as a puppet. You know what I'm saying? We gotta understand that us black people is always it's always gonna be a black person that is a sacrificed lamb. And the people that's black with position of power, Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, Tupac Shakur, R. Kelly, puppets. You gotta get them out of the situation. No, they feel like no black man should have that much power. You know what I'm saying? Tupac. Women love Tupac. How can we get him out of this situation? How can we get him out of the power? We say he raped women. Michael Jackson, he has power. Everybody will follow him that's black, white, like Latino, Asian. How can we get him out of this power? Say he fuck with little boys, people that he loved. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, Michael Jackson and the Jackson family, period, was taken away from their childhood because they were popular. They were singers, you know what I'm saying? So they didn't have the opportunity that we had. They didn't have friends. They wasn't able to play Lego blocks with other friends. They wasn't able to do those things. They was always on the road doing what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at those situations. No, I don't condone a grown man fucking with young kids. Let's make that clear. Because I have girls of my own that are young, and I dare a motherfucking grown man to even look at my daughter and say anything sexual with me knowing it's going to be a fucking problem. Period. You can call it black on black crime, whatever the fuck you want, but it's going to be a problem. Period. It's going to be bloodshed because I that's something that I don't condone. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the chat room. Notorious said they're playing on our emotions too much and have been doing so far for the last 5 to 10 years. To me, I'm sure it's been longer, but that's when I noticed. Key said, I agree. There's a sparing recipe between the treatment of black men versus other men in the situation. LC said Michael was smart and was buying up the Beatles catalog. He had to go. I don't think it was even about the Beatles catalog. You know, like I said, a black man in a position of power, you know, once he understand what he can do and he start enlightening his people, they have to get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Dr. C, you know what I'm saying? He ends up at a airport and then that's the last thing we know of him. You know what I'm saying? This is the man that said he had the cure for AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Like how we don't know that he actually had the cure for AIDS. You know what I'm saying? The biggest pimps in this world is pharmaceutical. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Any situation when it comes to crime in cities. If it wasn't crimes in cities, it wouldn't be police officers. If it wasn't arsenals, you know, people that set fires, it wouldn't be firefighters. If it wasn't, you know, people being sick, it wouldn't be doctors. You know what I'm saying? That's why they inject us with shit to keep us sick, so the pharmaceutical world can live. That's why it's, you know, house fires is set for the firemen to have a job. That's why it's crime, so a police officer can have their job. You got to understand that it's always something that the government is doing to make the world move, but they have to have blindfolds over our eyes. They're not going to always tell us the truth. They're going to keep us under the fucking radar. You know what I'm saying? But they really playing the game that it's the blacks that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? When it's really them, you know what I'm saying? So let's just keep going with this shit, man. And I'm going to keep, you know, dealing with the chat. Hopefully people, you know what I'm saying, support the shit. And, you know, when you come to a D-Lo show, man, and right now this is really not the Sugar Shack show because it's really supposed to be on some freaky shit right now. You know what I'm saying? This want something anymore. You know what I'm saying? But we get into real topics. You know what I'm saying? Things that we all get into. Leilani was popping. You know what I'm saying? We get into shit that we all can relate to. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I like to do when I do shows. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about shit that we all have in common that we can relate to. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going with this. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop this interview and I'm gonna show y'all what I actually did with. Come on, y'all, because this computer shit is tripping. Y'all keep doing y'all thing in the chat room, man. I'm not trying to have no dead space and this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Michael Jackson, like they're attacking Michael Jackson right now. Like, what the fuck are y'all attacking Michael Jackson right now? This man is dead and gone. Whatever y'all felt that Michael Jackson did, y'all should have attacked him while he was here. You know what I'm saying? I really feel that the doctor didn't kill Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson knew exactly the amount that he needed. You know what I'm saying? They had the conversation about it. Michael Jackson said, I don't want to be here no more. You know, do this and this is it. You know what I'm saying? I just really feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that Notorious, that shit with the Simpsons. I don't know who make the Simpsons, but if people watch the Simpsons, man, it's a lot of shit that go on in the Simpsons that's happening right now, man. You know, I can remember an episode where they had an episode where it was Trump being a fucking president, and he wasn't even thinking about being a president. You know what I'm saying? And the shit actually happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I just like to state facts on what I do my research on. You know what I'm saying? And I would never disrespect or say the next person is wrong because of their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has an opinion. I'm not gonna say Key wrong. I'm not gonna say Nat wrong, Leilani, Darren, everybody's in the chat room. I'm not gonna say anybody is wrong about their opinion because everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be a debate about something. It's always going to be a opportunity for somebody to talk about a situation and rebuttal something that somebody else says. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, you have to understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I do. You know what I'm saying? I understand what when somebody else says something about a situation that we're talking about, I don't say, "Oh no, you wrong," or "I don't like this," or I always look at it from that point of view. Also, you know what I'm saying? I think that's only right. Hold on, let me check this shit. I'm trying to get all this shit in order, man. I should have had this shit in order when y'all actually came in. Y'all know how it is, man. Us black people, we never had a shit in order at the time that we doing something. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to this chat room while this load up. They just removed his Simpson episode statue down. Really, yeah, they tried to discredit and erase. So you saying they're actually removing Michael Jackson statue? That yeah, they tried to discredit and erase McGrory and a few others. They have tons of episodes like that. 9/11 Trump and others. South Park is the same thing. Family Guy, American Dad, Job Seekers too. Yeah, like those shows that y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us looked at those shows and said, "Damn, it's entertaining." We looked at it as entertainment show, but we never look at the messages. It's like music these days. Like back then in the '90s, even though they was talking about shit, they had a message in it. You know, today to this day right now, you know what I'm saying, like the music that our children listen to is basically telling them take drugs, have sex, fuck a woman, you know what I'm saying, fuck a man, suck a dick, eat a pussy, eat a booty, you know what I'm saying? It's telling them to do all the wrong things. It's telling them to do all the wrong things. And then us as parents, we sit and let them listen to it. You know what I'm saying? We buy them these fucking expensive devices. We never be nosy as parents. We need to be nosy as parents and look through their phones, find out what fucking sites they on, what are they talking about, what are they doing, who is talking to them. It's all about being fucking nosy. It's all right to be nosy as a parent. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that we do as parents that we shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? So let me get this. Uh, like I said, I don't like Dead Space, so this is a Sugar Shack, so y'all know Sugar Shack always have some fucking good music in the background while I'm doing what I do. So we're gonna take it back once again. Um, let me see. I'm gonna take it back to. Let's take it back to Johnny Taylor. We're gonna take it back to Johnny. Like I said, hopefully they don't shut my shit down playing this shit. But You know, D-Lo don't give a fuck. I keep it 1,000 on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back to the chat in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into the Johnny Tech.
A lady at the casino. She lost all the money. She said, don't feel sorry for me.
Y'all give me a second. I'm setting this shit up.
Don't feel sorry, honey. But if you want to do a lady a favor, here's what I want you to do. Just loan me $2 until the next time I see you. But these legs, $2. I'm not gonna lose. These legs, $2.
Okay, we're gonna get back to the chat room while I get this set up. Okay. Leilani, I ain't gonna, you know, over here I don't call them blue dresses, you know what I'm saying? Just gonna give you this, I'm gonna give you this blue dolphin, you know what I'm talking about? Give you a little bit of blue dolphin, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming to the show, for real, for real. Let's go to this chat room. Take a picture here, there's plenty. Okay, Nat doing his real deal moderated shit right there. This is what trips me out. Derek Cardone, Michael Jackson, now that he's gone. Yeah, you know, like I seen some shit where Leilani, I seen some shit where when they was trying to, like, a lot of radio stations have removed Michael Jackson music from their shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people saying, okay, y'all want to bring back the dead? Let's bring back Elvis. Elvis was doing the same shit. We ain't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you said. What about Elvis? Was underage. Yeah, she was underage. She was 14, exactly. She was 14. The underage photos at the Playboy Mansion called it art, yes. If I'm not mistaken, Brooke Shields at 10, exactly. Brooke Shields was stripped of her title of Miss America because of it. Man, y'all speaking facts in this motherfucker, man. Look how much the times have changed. I wear blue. No problem, Leilani, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said over here at D-Lo show, man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody show me love, I'll show them love, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't the only one. His crazy part, they call it art. Back had to switch devices. Okay, Keith. Appreciate it. The double standards in America. I know I'm not the only one that sees it. Yeah, it's double standards, man, all the time, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta look at it like this. As humans, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I look at it like this. I feel like it's only one race in this humans. You know what I'm saying? The government for years and right to this day is still playing the divide and conquer, and it's working. It has always worked, and they continue to use it. It's always going to work. The divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? They know how to divide us and conquer shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people always bitch about what's going on in this world, but they never bitch about the main character. And the main character is the government. The government is playing all of us. All of us. Understand that the government is playing all of us. And the people that know that the government is playing all of us and they're enlightening the people, they remove them. They remove them. They remove people who are enlighten everybody and they remove the people who has position of power. No one's supposed to have position of power or enlighten anybody on shit but the government. That's how they feel. And if you do that, we're going to fucking remove you. Why the fuck do y'all think Kanye West is in a motherfucking wreck that he's in? That is the reason why he is in the wreck that he's in. Because he was fucking letting people know what was real. And I'm not gonna say that they took his mother, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you never know. Never know. I would say that one is under fire and isn't the media like R. Kelly. Jeffrey Einstein had a sex island, got off, and is being tried again with new evidence. But you have a black man with power. They buried them under the jail before going to trial. Exactly. Because Kanye is connected to Jenner's and Kardashian. Exactly. You know, okay, let's put it like this. What is the difference between David Koresh, what R. Kelly was actually doing, as far as having a house with women in there that fuck with him, love him, this and that. And what's the white guy name? Uh, Hugh Hefner. So Hugh Hefner had Playboy girl. I mean, the Playboy bunny girls in there. He had young and old. You know what I'm saying? At his ranch, and they praised that shit. He did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong at all. In their eyes, he did nothing wrong. It was a fucking brilliant idea. It was a genius idea. But soon as a black man do it, soon as a black man do it, it is wrong. He is fucking young girls and he's doing this, he's doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been biased, man. It always have been biased. You Hughes had a mesh full of them, and R. Kelly has few. Exactly. The cult, and they didn't call it a cult. They did not call it a cult. But if you look at it, David Koresh, if you look at that story and you follow that story, that man was basically making up his own fucking world, his own religion, his own world. You know what I'm saying? They went in and took him the fuck out because people looked at him as God. They wanted to follow him. They believed everything that he said. They believed everything that he said would come true. They believed that he was God. The government didn't like it. Go take his ass out. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit. Look how they did Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle was enlightening people with his show. He was making money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was watching the Dave Chappelle show. He was bringing shit that people wouldn't think. You know what I'm saying? To reality. You know what I'm saying? It's so much shit, man, that they show us that we let go over our fucking head. It's so crazy. Let me check to see if I got this. Remove. Janet, yeah, fucked up bad with Waco. Yes, yes. You know what I'm saying? Like as humans, as people that's living right now, that has seen the media, that seen the 9/11s, that seen the what they call it, the Texas Waco, that seen the Oklahoma bombing, that seen the Boston bombing, and all that shit. The government already knew that shit was gonna happen. It was planned. It's always something to throw the sheet over our eyes for the next plot, for the next plan. We have to understand that, you know what I'm saying? And when we understand that, man, they send people to our doors. They send people to our doors, man. Where the fuck is this shit? Crap, realistic. I'm trying to find this shit, man, so I can just show y'all what the fuck I was actually. I was gonna do the skit that I was gonna do was gonna be super super funny. But you know, if we take it back to when we were young and the things that we watched and and followed as young children, the things that our parents let us watch as young children. We had Family Matters. We had Full House. We had Different World. We had the Cosby Show. Um, it's multiple more that we had, and those things taught us a lot. Different World taught us that it was cool and good to be in college. You know what I'm saying? Cosby Show showed us that a black family can love each other and be together. You know what I'm saying? Family Matters showed us that a white family can be productive together and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like we had so many different things that we can learn from. Back in the day, they wouldn't dare. It was hard to show a woman in a fucking bikini back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It showed us that we could be like he said, it showed us that we could be successful. You know what I'm saying? It showed us that, people can come together and support each other. Now our kids got shows that don't show them shit. James Gordon, what's poppin'? Who the fuck is James Gordon in the building? You know what I'm saying? So right to these days, all it show our kid is how to be with the same sex. Sex is the best thing to do. They don't show them how to be in a relationship. They don't show them how to be loved and all this thing. It's just crazy how shit is going these days, man. And as parents, we have to enlighten our kids. And like I say, man, when y'all come in, y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? This is the Sugar Shack Show. It's kind of not a Sugar Shack show because we're supposed to really be going in right now. We're really supposed to be going in on some freaky nasty shit, relationship type shit. But man, we on some shit that we all can relate to. So I appreciate this shit right now. They literally said nowadays innocent is lost. People used to look out for one another. Yeah, people used to look out for one another, man. Look, how many people been in a situation where back in the day, been in a situation where a person on your block can actually see you doing something bad, whoop your ass, if not whoop your ass, come and discipline you, take you to your fucking house, let your parents know, hey, this is what the fuck this child was doing. I didn't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put my hands on them, but I did verbally abuse them and hand you over to your parents and you get the ass whooping and go to fucking bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many things that we did traditional when we were younger, like take the fucking trash out, wash the fucking dishes. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot of shit, traditional. You know what I'm saying? I watched my fucking mom walk to pay bills, walk to the electric company, walk to the place where she needed to pay rent. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, motherfuckers sit on their ass and open a fucking laptop and pay their fucking bills and not make a fucking movement to get in their cars to do shit, get up and do shit. You know what I'm saying? So I understand when it comes to these third world countries when they say United States people is fat and lazy. They have a point. They have a point. You know what I'm saying? They have a fucking point. They really do. You know what I'm saying? Because the internet has made American people fucking lazy. Because all we have to do is go on the fucking internet and do a fucking click and we're done. You know what I'm saying? So I try to teach my children that it's not all about that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We don't even hey, Leilani, it's a lot of motherfucking families in this world right to this day that don't even have fucking meals together. And if they do have meals at the tables together, they do not communicate. They do not ask each other how many parents, like, it's so many parents in this world, when their kids come home from school, they don't even ask them how school was. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit is just so fucking crazy nowadays, man. Like, you have to understand, like, our kids don't even know what a fucking Walkman is. Our kids don't even know what a fucking payphone is. Our kids don't even know what a real fake old pop is. You know what I'm saying? Some people say soda, some people say pop, some people say soda water. You know what I'm saying? But our kids don't even know what a fucking portable CD player is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much. It's so many things that they're creating nowadays to make our children lazy. Let's just put it out there and making them lazy. Let me get to the chat room. D, I grew up in those times. Hey, Leilani, I'm telling you, it was those times. Like, I understand what my mother was telling me now. You know what I'm saying, and what she was saying and why she was bitching. You know, and I wouldn't even say she was bitching. She just was trying to let us know as her children, hey, this is how it is. You know what I'm saying? I make sure me and my lady sit down to eat at the table. That's very important. How many men, how many of y'all know that men that open doors for women? How many men do you know that pull a chair out for a woman to sit down and push it in for? How many men you know that when you pull up to a fucking gas station, she goes in and pay the gas and you pump the gas? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. These are values that our kids need to understand and know. You know what I'm saying? That's what starts a relationship. In relationship, people don't even communicate. They get mad at each other and don't even communicate about what they're mad about. You know what I'm saying? They don't even get to that medium or that middle that they need to get to even make the relationship work. People break up and then let other people influence them to think that you're supposed to hate this person because you broke up. You know what I'm saying? People break up and see the other person doing good and hate that they're doing good and try to fuck up what they get. It's a lot of shit that goes on in this world that people have fucked up. It's too many followers and not enough leaders. They see everything on fucking TV and say, hey, I want that, and think that it's supposed to come overnight and not get it out in the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit is so fucked up. CD players are like 8 tracks and tapes. My son is older now and still sits down and says grace before he eats. Perfect. Kids are not taught morals and values exactly. My son, because I brought him up that way, I opened them. My lady and mama know I drop kick them in the chest if they touch the door around me. That you crazy. I pump gas, carry groceries. That's what, like, okay, if we get deep into the shit, you know what I'm saying, and really talk about, you know, men versus women, okay. Nowadays, they have put it to the point where women can do the same jobs that men do, hard labor, right? It is said that men are the providers. The men are the breadwinners. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, the women are the breadwinners. You have a lot of men that are intimidated by a woman that makes more money than him. You got a lot of men that are intimidated by women that are independent. You know what I'm saying? And then you have men that makes more money than women and want to be controlling. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, y'all just have brought the Sugar Shack back. Y'all have just actually brought the Sugar Shack back. And we can't start the motherfucking Sugar Shack.
No, I don't really talk about my personal life. Thank you. But
Now, you're all here because you're interested in obtaining birth control. Any questions?
Is it true that if you don't use it, you use it?
Is that a serious question?
No.
This is the little Sugar Shack Show.
Okay, are there any virgins here who are thinking about having sex for the first time?
So you're a virgin. You know what? I'm a virgin too.
We're virgins too. Yeah.
No, you know what? It's a personal choice, and I don't think it's weird at all.
Okay, I can't listen to any more of this because it's making me sick, so bye.
You can get this information on the website. Oh, that's meeting everybody.
This is the little Sugar Shack Show.
Shouts out to Dre Jizzle, Leilani, Notorious, Keith Deadman. We had Darian in the building. We had Prolific Buyers in the building. You know what I'm saying? This is the Sugar Shack Show. Where we're talking about fun and naughty topics. It's part of the YouTube seduction. You know what I'm saying? This is a show where you can use it to loosen up from a hard day or day of relaxation. You know what I'm saying? The last conversation we had is the reason why
This is
I played this motherfucking intro, because y'all have just opened up the Sugar Shack Show, man, and we about to get into this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And what we're gonna talk about today is the signs of a healthy relationship, man. We're gonna talk about signs of a healthy relationship. And I don't know if M City is still in the building. I know Key Price is still in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to need y'all help if y'all want to help. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to come on the panel, Leilani, any woman that wants to come on the panel, come on the panel. Any guys in the comment section, y'all also can come on the panel. You know what I'm saying? And we can talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all can stay in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? And we can do it that way also. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about signs of a healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about what are you afraid of in most relationships? What are you spiritual about? You know what I'm saying? What's the hardest lessons and things like that? You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me read this chat real quick. You know, what's your day looking like? Anytime I'm talking to AM, I know you don't have your phone. There's a hangout. Just hit me on a hangout. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get it popping. You know what I'm saying? And converse. You know what I'm saying? You know we always converse about real shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's get started with this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all here. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that y'all here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some music in the background, man. I think I'm going to take it 90s. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo is 8 p.m. 8 a.m. early for you. No time is early for me. Man, look, let me tell you something. One thing about me, man, once I set a time frame to get something popping, you know, I be up, man. You know what I'm saying? I have children where I'm up that early. And even if they ain't got to be up early, I get up early. You know what I'm saying? I stay up late. You know what I'm saying? So anytime is good for me. You know what I'm saying? So just let me know. So let me put these guys on real quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this guy on, man, because a lot of people, you know, really don't play this guy music, man. I really think this guy is amazing as far as making music, man. You know what I'm saying? Real deal music. So let me get him here real quick. Cause I don't like I said, I don't like the dead shit. You first in line. I got a few calls. Okay, make sure I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna wait, but the minister's still home sick. Well, Key, you know, make sure you take care of that man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you take care of that man. If he say, go give me some water, goddamn it, give him some water and put 3 ice cubes in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? If he say, I got a shit, goddamn it, if he can't make it, goddamn it, you go get a bucket and you put him on that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I hope you feel better, man. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you take care of that man. You know what I'm saying? Damn, man, y'all made me forget the goddamn shit that I was playing in a minute, man. Let me see if I can remember the thing. And y'all excuse me because this is the Sugar Shack show. So you know what I'm saying. When I do the Sugar Shack show, most of the time I sip a little bit. You know what I'm saying. So I'm sipping on this white Remy. You know what I'm saying, getting me a little bit tipsy. You know what I'm saying. So but let me try to remember this guy that I was fucking play, man. I can't remember him, so I'm gonna play this guy right here. Cause I hate the dead air. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, Key, make sure you pull that porty potty out for it, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go put motherfucker 3 ice cubes in that bitch. Don't drop not nan ice cube on that goddamn floor. And put that shit in that goddamn cup. You know what I'm saying? You throw that shit in the sink and you grab another ice cube. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, let me get me some motherfucking let me get some motherfucking music in this background. You know what I'm talking about? Just music. Yes, porta potty. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Y'all about to get me in my bag, man. I swear to God, y'all about to get me in my bag. Cause it's a party, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into this motherfucker Sugar Shack, man. Look, for the individuals, I know it's 2 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. For Key, it's 8 o'clock. You know, for the people that's in the UK, it's 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? For some people that's probably in Cali, you know what I'm saying? It's a different time, but god damn it. Leilani, you already know. Look, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Let me turn Lil Luther down. This Lil Luther we listening to. Let me turn Lil Luther down. You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing Big Luther. We listening to Lil Luther. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like, you know what I'm saying, putting people name out there from promoting them or whatever, man. But she is funny to me, man, when she say that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I have to mimic her doing gameplay and shows. It's funny when she say that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so but like I said, you know, it's 7 where Key is. It's 2 Leilani, 2 my time. You know what I'm saying? But we about to get in this Sugar Shack shit. You know what I'm saying? So let me get a little Luther back in here. Let me get a little Luther back in here. Cause it's a party. You know what I'm saying? But it's 2, you know what I'm saying? Key, you know, I know you ain't saying sip no liquor right now. You probably ain't gonna sip no wine right now, but you can hit your little vape pen or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, if anybody got a little wine or, you know, they want to take a little shot, take a little shot, because y'all are now in the Sugar Shack, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's invited, and we about to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what I want to ask y'all. And like I said, if anybody want to go come up on the panel, just let me know. I'll put the link in the description and we can get up here. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into this. What is a sign of a healthy relationship to y'all? Somebody let me know in the chat room, everybody that's listening. What is a sign of a healthy relationship to you? In your own opinions, what is a sign of a healthy relationship? Because you know, if you feel like, hey, that's what I'm talking about, Nat. Get them VBIs out, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. And that just took me to a different plateau. But okay, Leilani said tone of sex and communication. Uh, Nat said there is communication that isn't toxic. Toxic. Leilani said trust. Frost said would know. He said communication. Okay. So if one of y'all in a relationship is always get in their way. Meaning, one person is always saying, where are we going to eat? Who takes out the trash? You know what I'm saying, etc. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a problem in a relationship. It's going to be a problem when you feel like someone else has the upper hand. Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And in that situation, that's where the communication is supposed to come. And as a man, you know that, hey, I'm not gonna let my woman take the trash out. You know what I'm saying? But in that situation, hell no, I'm a child of God and you're a child of points down. Well, it's just, a healthy relationship, I really believe starts with communication. Trust is something that comes along the road, you know what I'm saying? But I think the number one key is communication. You know what I'm saying? If two people don't know how to communicate with each other, it's always going to be, I'm not going to say an argument. I'm going to say it's always going to be a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? But that was for LB Low. She played. And it's, man, M City is, in the words of Ha Ha Davis, oh, you freaky, freaky. You know what I'm talking about? But look, just a little bit of love, advice from your boy D-Lo. And everybody ain't got to, you know what I'm saying, agree with me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to agree with your boy D-Lo. You know what I'm saying? But just a little bit love advice, you know what I'm saying? Just experience that I have occurred, during the times that I have dealt with women and the reason why I'm single and, you know what I'm saying? I understand a lot of things now, you know what I'm saying? But do the little things, fellas. Do the little things. Like showing love is just as important as saying I love you. The little things. You know what I'm saying? Just showing your love is just as important as saying I love you. You know what I'm saying? Do the little things to make your mate life a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying? Like taking up for them instead of criticizing them in front of people. I have seen that in a lot of relationships where a, a mate is criticizing their mate in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Like making their life a lot harder when they really just want you to be there for them. Even if they're wrong, don't criticize them. Just be there for them. You know what I'm saying? Stay affectionate. Touch a little more. Kiss a little more. Have fun together. Make a financial plan. That's just a little bit of love advice. You know what I'm saying? Just from your boy D-Lo, man. You know what I'm saying? But my question to y'all is, what is the hardest lesson you have learned or did learn from a relationship or sex? I'm going to repeat it. What is the hardest lesson you have learned or did learn from a relationship or sex? Play this up. While the Gap band in the background. D-Lo, you can't make someone love you. No, you can't make someone love you. You can't. You know what I'm saying? And that's a true fact, Notorious. You can't make someone love you. You know what I'm saying? But that communication comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people get in a relationship and it can be from knowing each other from a month and not even knowing each other, you know, you don't even know too much about the person and you just jump into a relationship that you found out this motherfucker crazy or you just not compatible. Drill said, is putting her on the corner for an extra hour a good player? All right, Drizzle, I know what you want. Key Devin said, promise. Oh, you said that was your hardest lesson? Making someone love you, okay. Look into her feelings more, okay. D-Lo and Chad, I really enjoy your combo. Gotta finish packing for work. Bless. Leilani, peace out, you know what I'm saying? You know, I appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be many more Sugar Shacks you might be able to join and be able to stay. It's all good, love. But yeah, man, I think my hardest lesson was my hardest lesson that I learned far as for a relationship was that you can't expect people to feel the way you feel. I think that was the hardest lesson I had to learn, you know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is you might love this person or care about this person more than they care about you and you feel they should care and love the way you love. And that's not the right way to go by it. You know what I'm saying? So that was the hardest lesson for me as far as a relationship. Now, as far as sex, the hardest lesson that I had to learn was that I don't know how I can put this. Um, Everybody is fake when it comes to sex, as far as orgasm, as far as how good the sex is feeling to them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that starts off with sex, the only thing on their mind is I need to bust his nut. You know what I'm saying? Like in the beginning, it's feeling amazing. You know, you getting your strokes on, or the woman feeling the strokes. You know what I'm saying? And it's huffing and puffing and all that shit. You know, y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? But when it gets to that sensation, that tingle sensation, you know what I'm saying? Then the only thing on the mind is I need to get off. You know what I'm saying? And then you might get to a point where the man is like the pussy is whack to him. I don't I don't know what situation a nigga might be in, but most niggas might think some pussy is whack to him. And I just want to hurry up and bust. Then some females be like, I wish this nigga just hurry up and bust because he don't know what the fuck he doing. You know what I'm saying? But that was my hardest part as far as sex is, you know, not knowing if the sensation or the feeling was real. You know what I'm saying? Jill said hard lesson is that things can change at the drop of a dime. That's facts. That is true statement right there. True fucking statement right there, man. Like, I don't know, but I guess it was just a little TKO and that shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Uh, how can I say this? If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? It could be in a relationship. It could be about a job. It could be about parenting. It could be about any of those topics. It could be about anything. What if you could change anything about yourself? What would it be? Hey. Okay, Victoria said hard sex lesson have to tell a chick her cookies did smell right. Well, you know what, Nat? You know, in that situation, I think all of us went through that situation. I think all of us went through a situation where we were afraid to tell a woman that that pussy wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Until we got a little bit older and say, hey, you know, I'm sick of this shit. Hey, you need to wash that shit up or you're not gonna even fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Key Dan Man said, I need more patience. Key, you crazy. Dang, that's right. I would be less of a perfectionist. Frost said, I'll probably put more effort in school. Key Dan Man is an awkward one, and because it was first, I didn't know how to phrase it. Well, you know what? I've been in situations like that. Just said, change nothing. What happened with my flaws? We got to be happy with our flaws, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we wouldn't be the people that we are if we wouldn't go through the experiences that we go through. You know what I'm saying? But it's always something that we think we could change about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But exactly, Victoria, it's always improvements. It's always improvements. They are okay. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I want to know this because this is very important to some people. To some people, uh, does first of all, I want to ask this: are you a spiritual person? How many people here are spiritual people? How many people in this chat room is spiritual people? Notorious, I guess, it's like us having to tell a man his neither region is too small or the sex ain't good. Straight that motorboat is waiting. Oh shit! Hey, it's that time, Drizzle. Okay, Notorious saying I'm spiritual. Ross saying yeah, I'm spiritual. Key, I'm spiritual. Question wasn't about the past though, Dad. He damn it. Ooh, damn. Okay, so by y'all being spiritual, can y'all deal with like can y'all fall in love with somebody that's not spiritual? For the individuals that are spiritual, can y'all fall in love with somebody or deal with somebody that's not spiritual? While I get this next song going. I'm married a atheist. You okay, Key? Your husband is an atheist. I'm in love with someone that is more religious. I think it works. Okay, okay. So Key, you married an atheist. He's an atheist. Yes, and a scientist. Okay. Let me tell you a story, Key. Let me tell. Let me. As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all a story. And this story is personal, you know. And like I said, I don't care about putting my information out there. You know what I'm saying? If you change something about your past, your present wouldn't be the same though. That everything would be different. Okay, so Keith and everybody. When my mother was alive, you know, my mother was a foster parent, and she got two boys that was brothers, which my brother's upstairs right now. I really hope that you don't hear this yet because I haven't talked to him about this yet. But his oldest brother said he was an atheist, and my mother, my mother didn't believe in it. She didn't understand it, and she was very against it, pissed off. I wouldn't say she didn't understand it. She knew what it was, but she just didn't like him being an atheist. You know what I'm saying? And me and my uncle, which was her youngest brother, her only brother, both of them are deceased right now. Rest in peace to my mama and my uncle. I love them dearly, man. I miss them so much because them people kept me afloat so much, you know what I'm saying? But me and my uncle was there when he said that he didn't believe in God. He was an atheist and this and that. My mother was just like going crazy, like going off, like going crazy. And me and my uncle just told her, hey, we had to stop her like, hey, stop going through what you're going through and listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the reason why he feel this way, why he is this way. You know what I'm saying? And when she actually listened to him, you know, when we told her to listen to him, when she actually listened to him and got an understanding of why he felt the way he felt, then she understood. You know what I'm saying? So when people say they're atheists and things like that, some people look at them different, say they Lucifer and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? People are entitled to believe in what they believe in, feel the way they feel. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that we were trying to, embed into my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to change the way you love him or anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a story that I had to speak about right now because when you said that, it just brought me back home. You know, it made me think about that situation. That's the reason why I brought that up. Back to the chat room. Drake, I agree. I thought he was talking more to traits or flaws you have. Right, but if you change any of those things, life would be different to a certain degree. There's always room to grow. If you knew the things you know now back then, some of the choices made would have been different. And that's a fact, man. Everybody always say, man, if I knew what I know now back then, I would be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Or I would be married. Or you know what I'm saying? It's just life throws so many obstacles in your way, road bumps that you have to learn how to conquer them. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people gotta understand, like you're not dealing with the world, you're dealing with yourself. You're battling yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that you do in life, you're basically battling yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn yourself. You can't help no one if you can't help yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things that people don't understand in life yet, and that's the reason why they brainwashed and certain things in their life is not going right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just speaking on myself. With me being single. You know what I'm saying? I ask myself like, damn, why am I single when I never, the situation I was going through where I was never single. I never felt that I would be single. I know the reason why I'm single. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a nothing ass nigga when I was doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I'm single. You know what I'm saying? I always, back in the day, have told my friend, my close friend, that, hey, in the long run, I'm going to be single. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be with any of my baby mamas. I'm going to be single because the way that I done shit. You know what I'm saying? The way I treated women. You know what I'm saying? I was the pretty boy. I was the motherfucker that just didn't care how they felt. The only thing I care about is me fucking them and just treating them the way I want to treat them. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm at a point in my life at the age of 40 that I'm single and I have a chance to sit back and think about the things that I did. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why, I understood the way that things is going now is because I had an opportunity to sit back and understand the way that I was treating people. And then when I came to the point where I was ready to settle down and the person I wanted to settle down with was tired of the shit that I was doing and didn't want to do it, then I'm like, damn, when I went through the nights where I didn't want to eat or every song I heard made me think about that person, this and that, I was like, damn, this is the way they felt about me when I was doing the bullshit. I don't wanna feel this way and I wouldn't damn sure want nobody else to feel this way. You know what I'm saying? So they go that way. People grow apart, some relationships are meant to last forever. They are just like that's very much facts, right? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people force things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people force things in relationships that they shouldn't be forced. You know what I'm saying? You can't force nobody to love you. You can't force nobody to care. You can't force nobody to cook you a meal. You can't force nothing. You know what I'm saying? You damn sure can't rush anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just like people trying to rush to work. You know what I'm saying? Waking up 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, 20 minutes late. Why the fuck are you trying to rush to work? You're already late. I never got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I was working and I woke up late, what the fuck am I rushing for? I'm late. It's no reason for me to rush because I'm late. I'm going to get there when I get there. And if the motherfuckers don't want me there, then goddamn it, I'm not gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just basically learning yourself is basically what I'm saying. Learn yourself. You know what I'm saying? Once you learn yourself, the things you really want in life, as far as financially, mentally, physically, and then you'll be able to bring somebody in your life and you know help them on their journey because you gotta look at it like this. We all, every human in this world is on their own fucking journey to be happy. We just bring a mate in to help us on that journey, meet in the middle to make each other happy. You know what I'm saying? We meet in that middle to try to make each other happy. But overall, we all on a journey of our fucking own to make each other happy. Waking up 5 minutes late is not too bad. You can cut a few corners to make up a few of those minutes. Leave out your wrinkled clothes. No, yeah, I understand that, Dre. But what I'm saying is, if you late, you late. We know what time we supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? So you wake up 5 minutes. Say you're supposed to be working 8:05. You wake up at 8:05. The night before, you didn't iron your clothes or whatever. You didn't prepare anything. No lunch, no anything. So you get up, you're rushing, you're brushing your teeth, you're washing your face, you're putting on your clothes. You know what I'm saying? Even if you leave out wrinkles, okay, that take about another 10 minutes. So it's 8:15. You get in the car. Let's say your job an hour away. That's 9:15. So that means you're an hour and 15 minutes late. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all I'm saying is in life, ain't rush nothing. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat yourself up because you're late for something or you know what I'm saying, you're not making something on time. You know what I'm saying? Because when you rush things, things don't always happen the way you want to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to make it to work. That's relationships. That's sex. That's dealing with your children as far as parenting. You know what I'm saying? When you rush things, 9 times out of 10, the things is not going to happen as you want to happen. Laugh a lot. Laugh a lot. I've done that when I worked. I got what you meant though. Yeah, I know Drizzle. You know what I'm saying? I already know. You know what I'm saying? You're a military guy, so I know you get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, sometimes when you talk, you just have to. Some things that we say when we talking, you know, it helps other people. You know what I'm saying? It helps other people. Everything in life is not in our own time, but in our power. Yeah, it's our power. Look, once people understand that the biggest thing that we deal with in life is energy, they'll get it. Energy. Negative energy, positive energy. We all are walking energy. We all are walking gods. You know what I'm saying? And whatever type of energy we allow in our life, that's the type of energy we're gonna have around us. And sometimes when you have that type of energy around you, you become that energy. You become the main source of that energy. You know what I'm saying? And you're sitting like, damn, why is this shit happening to me or happening to me? You know what I'm saying? It's because you are the main source of that energy. You know what I'm saying? You are in control of your energy. You are in control of your energy. You know what I'm saying? And you are in control of what type of energy you allow in your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's basically to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Basically to each his own. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, and I'm not the you know I'm gonna tell y'all a story, and I'm not gonna put a person name out or try to put it in perspective where y'all try to figure out who this person is. But I met a person online through the gaming world, and I think Key can relate to this shit because I think I remember she telling me this. She married her husband. He was a person she met on the game in the game. But I met this person in the gaming world, and she pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? We have wonderful conversations. We used to laugh, you know what I'm saying, but now it's to a point where I guess I get on her nerves or I make her mad all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's more I think it's more of serious feelings, but without saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to put it. You know how you meet somebody and y'all start off cool, y'all laughing, joking, and then things that you say be serious. Just I'm thinking about getting on Fortnite so I can meet him at a high spot in the divot so I can motorboard. Oh wow, man. God damn. No, but what I'm saying is, like this person is real sweet, but I think she's spoiled and I think she is emotional. But it's it can be tolerated. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. It's just strange. But all I'm saying is, I met a person online that's a gamer that what I'm saying is real cool, and you know I take it upon myself to make sure the person is okay every day with a text or a call. Make sure they cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it goes back to the point of not rushing things. You know what I'm saying? As far as being single and going into that phase of I need. You know what I'm saying? If y'all get what I'm saying. But yeah, man, it's just us as adults need to understand that it's okay to tell the truth. There's no reason to lie. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a relationship and you do something wrong, I think a woman. Now I know why I'm being shade. Shade from who? Key, this person never been around, never played with you, and don't know who you are. So it's probably not the person you're thinking about. But yeah, this person doesn't play with you and don't know about you. I figured as much. No, don't wink at me. Don't wink at me. No, but it's just we as people need to understand that when we are in a relationship, we need to communicate more, and not be so easy to give up. Just what the fuck is you laughing at? See, I'm not gonna let you and Key do this to me right now. You know what I'm saying? Because Key is in your school of hard knocks. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna go ahead and get nothing, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, as adults in a relationship, we need to understand how to communicate, and not only that, but you know, um, not okay. Communicate and not expect the next person to feel the way we feel, and not be so easy to give up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the reason why a lot of relationships don't last because when a person say, "Well, I'm done," then the other person say, "Okay, well, we done," and they just give up without even communicating and trying to work things out. And not only that, if y'all both do decide to give up, you know what I'm saying, give yourself time to heal from that person. Because if you don't give yourself time to heal from that person, you're not going to do nothing but cheat the next person that you deal with. Because you're not over that person that you really in love with or you really care about. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But, like, I just look at it like, I ain't the smartest person in the world, but I get what it takes to be able to hold a relationship down. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? I always did the right things as far as being a right guy in a relationship, but I was doing wrong things to make the relationship not seem that it was right. That's all I'm saying. If y'all understand what I'm saying. But this just was a small little sugar shack, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's what time is there with you, Key? Like 8 o'clock, almost 9 now. You know what I'm saying? It's almost 3 for me. I'm up. I've been up for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt, yes, it is all about timing. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes that timing don't work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just needed something to clear my mind, man, because I can't believe that a motherfucker stole my goddamn phone, man. And you know what? I'm pissed because it's like I feel like somebody took something from me for real. It took my mister 2 years to let me know he was interested. Yeah, I mean, so he took the time out to, you know, fill you out. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Take the next woman to the divot and put your tilted towels in her loop leg. Oh my God, you motherfucker! Like that was cold right there. That was cold right there. You know what I'm saying? That was cold right there. Nah, but man, you done threw me all the way off with that shit, man. I don't even know what the fuck I was about to say. Oh yeah, man. I'm pissed. I was pissed, man. Like, y'all just don't know how. Look, when I say I was pissed, like I got the what's that shit they call find your iPhone? Like when I made it home and found out that my fucking phone was missing, I hurry up and did the iPhone shit, which they can't get in the shit because of the passcode. And then if they was to try to do it just make a sound or whatever, so they might break it or whatever. But when I got home and I found out that I had my phone, you know, I sat down for a minute and I got super pissed because I felt like motherfucker just took something from me. Like, you know, like, okay, this nigga phone, because I'm quite sure they seen me, you know, with the phone, set it down on the counter because I was at the store. Set it down with the counter instead of them picking the motherfucker up and saying, hey, you know, which I know we got people who are like that. Hey, you set your phone down and you left it. You know, they took the motherfucker knowing that it was mine. So I felt like they just took it like, this nigga ain't gonna miss it. You know what I'm saying? But I got home, found out it was missing, so I hurried up and activated it. And I got my pistol, got in the vehicle, and was driving around with my laptop, with my motherfucking free internet shit that I got with it, following this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I could not find this motherfucker, but it was a good thing that I couldn't find this person because it'll move and then it would stop and then it'll move and then it'll stop. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I didn't find that person because I probably would have, I probably would have did some shit that I ain't supposed to do. I probably would have lost. I probably lost everything. I wouldn't say probably. I would have lost everything I worked for, like over a fucking phone. You know what I'm saying? And then I just said, you know what? I went and brought me a bottle. I sipped a little bit and I said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to the people. You know what I'm saying? To the people that support me. I'm gonna go talk to them. I'm gonna do a small sugar shack, you know, and go from there. And I'm cool right now, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know I'm gonna have to pay for another phone. You know what I'm saying? I had insurance on it, so I know I'm gonna have to pay for another phone, but I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow morning or something, you know, in a few hours, probably like 9 or 10, maybe noon. But I'm gonna be able to keep the same number. I already know I'm gonna be able to keep the same number. But I'm up and I don't know, man. I might get on Fortnite or Call of Duty or something. Christ Street here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm up sipping. I'm still sipping on my Remy and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate not just any women, everything pleasant, you know, motherfucker. But 9 times out of 10 I'm going to probably jump on Fortnite or Call of Duty. If not, I might just lay it down and watch a movie or something till I fall asleep. But the right one will be pleasant and end up in paradise if you're lucky. Here y'all go. Here y'all go. God damn. Y'all too boy with this nonstop, bro. No, but yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, you know what I'm saying, fucking with it, you know what I'm saying, and actually helping me out through my night, man, because I was furious, man, like burning, burning, you know what I'm saying, because I got a pet peeve, man. I'm not gonna take nothing from nobody, you know what I'm saying, and I won't want nobody to take nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? I had opportunities where I could have took somebody's shit, but I didn't. I gave it back to them when they lost it. You know what I'm saying? Like I, a situation I was in here, I had rented rented a vehicle from Avis, and when I got the car, I drove all the way home with the car, got out, went in the house, did something, got back in to go do something. And I opened the armrest, and the Fiend was popping. And that's what I'm talking about, Keith. Let the mother hoes stay salty. Man, look at y'all, man. Look at y'all. And Lonely's, right? Hey, man, they on some Fortnite. What I don't even know what to call this shit, man. But look, so once I got out the house, I got back in the vehicle. I drove to my other place, and I looked in the armrest, and it was checkbook. It had all the information on there. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, back in the day, I was a motherfucking demon when it comes to a motherfucker losing some shit like that. I knew I could have wiped his fucking bank account out. I could have went and brought so much shit in a matter of minutes with this checkbook. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know ways to do it where he would have just been fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do this. What I did was I put his address in my GPS, drove to this person's house, and I really couldn't find his house when I got there because of how close the houses was, and they have no fucking address numbers on the houses and shit. So I really didn't know which house it was. So I was just like basically driving by the houses, and this guy, I got out and I was just like walking around and shit, trying to look for the house, whatever, and I didn't know which house it was. And this guy like got all like hostile with me, like, why the fuck you all around the neighborhood, walking around staying in houses and shit. He was looking at me as like I was trying to rob something or, stake out to break in the house and shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, when he asked me that, I was like, no, I'm looking for this person, you know what I'm saying, because I got his checkbook that he left in a rental. Evidently, he must have rented the car before me and left this in the car, you know what I'm saying, and maybe he needed to talk to the company or whatever because they really didn't clean the car out like they said they did, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, what the guy name is. I looked at the checkbook, said the name, and then he was like, oh, that's me. You know what I'm saying? And he was surprised and shocked, like, oh man, I appreciate you, man. He's like, I just started a business. All my money is in the bank. And that checkbook could have just been the end of my new business and yada yada yada. And he was asking me, man, let me buy you lunch. Let me buy you lunch. And I was like, no, you know what I'm saying? We all need to look out for each other, man. You don't need to buy me lunch. I just felt that it was right to bring you this checkbook. So I took it upon myself to put gas in here. And I think he stayed like an hour away, man. You know what I'm saying? I drove an hour away to look for this person and get them their checkbook because I didn't want to take it back to the rental place because shit, evidently they didn't do their job because it was still in the car. You know what I'm saying? So with that story being said, man, we gotta look out for each other. It ain't always a thought of trying to get over each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's about 3 o'clock. I'm pretty chill. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I always end my shows with saying, wake up in the morning, judge a person in front of the mirror before you judge anybody else. This is your boy D-Lo One Stat. And I'm out this piece, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back with some more Sugar Shacks and you know what I'm saying? I gotta think about the no holds bars, man. You know what I'm saying? But if I do come back with the no holds bars, it would basically be strictly about me talking about different people's shows and what my opinion is on it, you know what I'm saying, without no disrespect or no shots out, shots towards no one. It'd probably be like that. But as far as the only way it would be to the original No Holds Barred show, and people get on the panel and just talk this shit about the person they beat. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it'd be me just critiquing other people's shows. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, it's your boy D-Lo. One Stack. I'm out. I appreciate everybody that stopped in. My boy Drizzle. My sweetheart Keith Deadman always supporting me. You know what I'm saying? We got your fiend X in the building. You know what I'm saying? We had Leilani, M City, Notorious, Frosty Gaming. We had Prolific Buyers in the building. Who else we had in here? Um, can't remember everybody, man. We had James Gordon. Who the fuck is James Gordon in the building? You know what I'm saying? But everybody that came, man, you know, to fuck with your boy D-Lo, man. I know I ain't been doing shows or whatever, but man, I'm gonna try to get this shit popping Monday through Friday, man. I'm trying to get this shit popping, you know. For the weekdays, you know, the times that I get up, I'm gonna work on mixes and things like that and do a morning mix, you know what I'm saying, for the people that get up, getting their kids up for school, maybe cleaning their house on their way to work, you know what I'm saying, and really don't listen to radio station no more. They fuck with the YouTube shit. I'm gonna do early morning mixes, you know what I'm saying, that I do by myself, you know what I'm saying, hard work on that shit, do early morning mixes, you know what I'm saying, you know, and talk about world news or whatever. I'm gonna do that Monday through Friday. He has been helping me with names of the shows for Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get up with that in the morning. You know what I'm saying? See what we can come up with. All your LC Smith is in the building. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of people in the building today, but I'm gonna come with a lot of shit, man. So we can Monday through Friday we'll have something to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course, everybody's gonna deal with the fuckery, which that's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? But the people that rock out with me, man, I'm gonna rock out with them always. Hopefully, we can get into where we giving these giveaways away. You know what I'm saying? And everybody participating. You know, but your boy D-Lo out this piece, man. Key or Dre, if y'all gonna get on, that's cool. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Send me a text or a little message on the PS or you know what I'm saying? My boo M must have went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just hit me up, man. Let me know, man. And like I said, I'm up. I'm sipping on my little Remy, man. I ain't had a drink it down there. Uh, shit, it's been a minute, man. Last time I drunk was a beer, and that probably was like 2 weeks ago, and that shit had me tipsy. So I'm feeling good right now from this Remy. But I'm finna chill, man. And y'all most definitely look forward to a Sugar Shack tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? If I don't do a Sugar Shack, man, I'm just gonna do a show. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna rock out and talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Hopefully, we get somebody on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not afraid. I'm not saying that just because people not getting on the fucking panel, they're afraid to be on the panel. Yeah, we're gonna get people on the panel. Hopefully, and rock out, man. Or if we don't, I'm just gonna do like a freestyle Friday. You know, probably make a mix and play some music. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely know Dre Drizzle and Key Damn gonna be. You know what I'm saying? They support me like crazy. Also, M City. Um, another person that been supporting me that's new is SB Gang. You know what I'm saying? And that's a person that does just gaming. You know what I'm saying? And they come to the shows like this, so evidently D-Lo is doing something that's uh, entertaining the people. You know what I'm saying? Of course that Tory is gonna be. But evidently I'm doing something that's entertaining the people and they're gonna support it. I also wanna do some merch. I'm working on merch, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell y'all what type of names I'm doing. I might hit Drizzle up and show him what I got going on, but and also Key, but yeah, man, y'all stay up, man. If y'all up early in the morning already, like Key, you know what I'm saying? I hope you had your breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Your day starting off right. For the people that's getting up or, you know, going to get up for work or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all day start off right. Your boy D-Lo, I'm gonna keep it cool and calm and just wait till the stores open up and go get my fucking phone, a new phone or whatever. Hopefully they let me keep my fucking new number and get all my contacts back. But yeah, your boy out to speech, man. Y'all hit me up, man. Don't.